I was enamored by the idea of working with different cultures and, of course, different people. We here at Southeast Asia is really at the cutting edge of innovation, of technology, that the digital transformation is really here and showing that the world is getting smaller and smaller. There's always a solution to something. You just have to find it along together with your team. I'm Gretchen Largoza, and I'm the CEO and President of AdSpark Philippines. From the very beginning, I always do something that's different and unknown. I like to push myself. I see venturing into new things as a challenge, and that's always what I've done even when I was in college. I was enamored by the idea of working with different cultures and, of course, different people. And I never leave a company looking like it did when I first came in. So what I do is I try to achieve more than the goal set as a way of pushing myself even further. So for as an example, when I was in Ogilvy, Indonesia, we had a challenging time in the beginning because we didn't have a whole lot of people and not a lot of clients wanted to work with us. But with the team and we were able to build a stronger way of working with the clients. And for the 4 or 5 years that I was there, we would always have double-digit growth. So that would always be the work that I'm doing. And even here at AdSpark, when we started, the team and I also, we had a very tall order that we wanted to be a billion peso rather, billion peso company. And we did that. So we did 51% of our target we were able to reach, and AdSpark is now a billion peso company. So let me start first with the one where I spent a little bit of time because I was pretty young when I went there. It's in Thailand. So in Thailand, very early in my career, that I wasn't really able to sink my teeth into it. That with Thailand, it's really more of the eagerness of the people to do certain things. And what I love about Thailand is their food. Out of all of the different countries, it's Thailand and their food that really is one of the things that I love about it. In terms of Indonesia, where I spent the longest, the startup market is so vibrant. And we've been doing innovations in media since the start of 2011. And it's in the forefront of all of this innovation and also different things in terms of marketing that we were able to do a lot of new things in Indonesia that particular time up until I left in 2017. In Vietnam, it's very new. It was very closed off to the market that everything that is happening, they will devour. And it's innovation. And as you know, 35% 55% rather, of their population is under 35 years old. It's so young, like the Philippines and Indonesia, that it's so ripe as well. In the Philippines, it's home for me. It's the resiliency and the perseverance of our people, like you and I. And as you know, we've been through a whole lot of challenges and we're always standing up. So we are very new to a lot of things as well, but we're now open. Even the startup economy here in the Philippines is getting more vibrant. And it goes to show that we here at Southeast Asia is really at the cutting edge of innovation, of technology, that the digital transformation is really here and showing that the world is getting smaller and smaller. Yes, I have. Being outside of my comfort zone has broadened my professional knowledge and my personal perspective. Because when you're on your own, you get to do things and experience things on your own, right? So there's new life skills, seeing new cultures mentally, and really the approach to life that I've become more independent, and it has helped me expand my worldview. That there's always a solution to something, you just have to find it along together with your team. And that is what I truly value from the different experiences that I have had. And it taught me to be very nuanced, because even if we're all Southeast Asian, it is really different the way we look at things and the way we do things. Sure, there are similarities, but there's also a lot of differences. So the idea is to be able to see how best to fit marketing, because with marketing, there's a lot of things that you have to change, especially through a more Catholic country than a Muslim country than a socialist country. So as you could see, one size doesn't fit all. So those are the things that really made me see how best to talk to Indonesians, to Vietnamese, to Thais. And I was even able to work on a more regional level, because I was doing something regional with Ogilvy in Vietnam that particular time. That's a good question again. Sure, it is part of my career journey, but if you asked me maybe 10 or 5 years ago, I'd say, oh, this country or that country. But now I'm really looking at cultural fit, especially at this age and space in my career. I want to be working with a country and a company that I'm culturally fit, because I think that's really the most important factor for me right now in looking at the countries that I'll be working with. And the organization has to have the same values, beliefs, and behaviors, so that I could really see that I would fit in that particular company. So it's different now. It's not about the country, but if it's a cultural fit. And there are different countries in Southeast Asia and even the world, right? Where there's emerging and there's more that are more advanced. So it's really all about the cultural fit. I will also tell you about something that my leaders also told me from the very beginning, is to be open to opportunities. And that's always what I tell my people. Every time somebody wants to talk to you, be open to it, because you don't know where it would lead you. But you also have to look at it from a more longer term perspective. So have that conversation even if it lands nowhere, because you need to be able to dip your feet into the water, because every effort is always going to be rewarded. So always be open. I am Gretchen Largoza, and I am an empowered woman.